Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Sicklin. Thank you for joining us. Most of us don't think about workplace safety until something goes wrong, but hundreds of professionals gathered at the Bismarck Event Center this week for the 52nd Annual Safety and Health Conference. KX News' Kiona Swift tells us why safety isn't just their priority, it's their mission.
This conference is one of the largest of its kind in the Midwest, bringing together more than 900 attendees, all focused on one thing: preventing workplace accidents before they happen.
I feel like we've had a good opportunity to get in front of some good customers and just educate them about what we offer and how it could potentially protect their fleet.
Sharing of information is huge. Not everybody knows if they're doing the right thing. Not everybody has all the right ideas. Not everybody can think of everything, but by getting together, people can consolidate or confer with each other and find a better way to do things.
The safety message didn't stop with equipment. It's also about building a culture where workers feel prepared and protected. Experts at the conference focused on situational awareness, teaching workers how to recognize risk before they turn into emergencies.
There's a whole another component to it about understanding what's happening in your environment and putting those pieces of the puzzle together, and then also taking a look at a prediction and looking into the future and saying, am I making an accurate prediction of how I want to handle this? I tell people a lot, it's like when you're doing a puzzle, looking at that cover of the puzzle and looking at the ending, beginning with the end in mind.
Organizers say the biggest impact comes after the conference, once attendees take what they've learned and applied it to their workplace.
Coming out and seeing what it's like. There's too many people that, they look at it and just maybe don't understand the true impact of coming to a conference like this. And then you talk to somebody who says, I just took a chance, I just came. And then they say, I'll never not come. And so it's that part to be bold, come to a conference like this, and I promise you you'll be back.
The real long-term goal is helping workers and companies build safer environments that protect lives every day. I'm Kiona Swift, reporting for KX News.
Now, that conference does continue today with more sessions and a keynote speech from North Dakota native and former college football player Hunter Pinkel, who will share his no bad days. Also, a 31-year-old Lawrenceville, Georgia man was killed Tuesday evening in a rollover crash between Kildare and Watford City. Now, according to North Dakota Highway Patrol, the man was driving a pickup on wet gravel road about a mile from the McKenzie County line when around 7 p.m. his vehicle went off the roadway and overturned into Crosby Creek. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash is still under investigation by the North Dakota Highway Patrol. A new House bill aiming to address a gap in North Dakota's self-defense law passed on the House floor after initially being rejected. One of many gun-related bills introduced in this legislative session, House Bill 1326 aims to provide an exception to North Dakota's self-defense law. Fargo Democrat Representative Mary Schneider introduced what she calls her, quote, drug dealer shootout bill to keep convicted felons who use a firearm in a crime from being able to claim that they acted in self-defense. Schneider explained that one of those situations in which the bill would come into play is during a drug deal in which opposing parties shoot each other and one is left standing. She said that under current law, the firearm can be seized and the person could face jail time for violating parole or probation. However, a jury would be able to find the person not guilty, even if they are a convicted felony prohibited from owning a firearm. Schneider believes in this situation the person should also be prosecuted for murder or attempted murder. Now, the bill did fail originally by a narrow vote of 44-48 on Tuesday on the House floor, but after being reconsidered, it did pass 56-35 and will now move to the state Senate. In other news, the renovations at Minot North High School are nearing completion even as students roam the halls. Minot North, which first opened its doors back in late August, serves students from the northern parts of Minot as well as those from the Minot Air Force Base. And despite close to 1,000 students being enrolled for the school's first year, some work still needs to be done on the inside. Most notably, the pool area as well as the auditorium have been under construction since it opened. Principal for Minot North, Harlan Johnson, says that the school is really developing an identity as things wrap up.
It's just went by so fast. I think of how quickly we were able to get this building up. Pretty huge undertaking. And I just feel we're really starting to build a culture.
All the renovations at Minot North are expected to be finished by the end of this spring. And now let's check in with meteorologist Andre Brooks for a check of the forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Chance. Now, looking here in Bismarck, we are seeing those temperatures at a mild 30 degrees, and the winds are out of the west at 5 miles per hour, and that's making those wind chills be at 25 degrees. But let's head over into Williston. We're also seeing some beautiful skies, and temperatures are at 32 degrees, right at the freezing mark, and the winds are out of the west-southwest at 13 miles per hour, and that's making those wind chills be at 23 degrees. Now, looking at our current current storm team radar, we are looking at those partly cloudy skies throughout our neck of the woods, but the good news is it is dry, which makes way for a good walk this morning if you want to go take a good walk. Now, as we head into our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 20s and 30s, so it's relatively mild, including here in Bismarck at 30 and there in Minot at 35 degrees, being our warmer spot at this hour. Now, as far as the winds, they are coming out of the south and west, about 5 to 15 miles per hour, and these wind gusts are expected to increase as we progress during the rest of the day today, and I'll show you that in just a sec. Now, we have this cold front here that is to our north, and that's going to be pushing on through the viewing area overnight tonight into our Friday. But before that, we're going to have our area of high pressure to our south bring us one more nice day, and it's going to allow for those temperatures to be well above average for this time of year. Now, this cold front will be swinging on through over the next 24 hours, and that's going to lead us to seeing a northeasterly flow, cooling things off for the day on Friday and even a little bit on Saturday as well. But once we get into our Sunday, we will see a quick resurgence in temperatures due to a more southerly flow entering into our viewing area. Now, we are going to continue to see those temperatures be on the warm side for this time of year into the 40s and 50s, and I would not be surprised if we've seen a 60 in our southern counties, and departure from normal is about 10 to 20 to even near 30 degrees above normal, so it's going to be quite a warm day to say the least. And once we get into tonight, temperatures will drop down into the 20s and 30s, so it's going to be another mild night. But here is the kicker here. We're going to be seeing those temperatures drop down into the 30s and 40s with that cold front pushing through as a result on Friday. And on top of that, we will be seeing those clouds on the increase throughout the evening and overnight hours tonight and into our Friday morning, and lasting throughout the day on Friday. And we could even see a small chance of precipitation for our northeastern counties, but other than that, things are going to remain on the drier side, which is good news if you do have to travel for Friday. Now, for Dickinson, we're going to see those wind gusts increase to around 20 to 40 miles per hour as we get into the evening and overnight hours, and lasting pretty much into our Friday as well as that cold front pushes through. Now, here in Williston, we're going to see a similar sort of forecast here with those wind gusts increasing into the evening into our Friday morning. Now, for Williston, we will see those conditions improve by the time we get into the weekend, just in time for the weekend, with those temperatures increasing into the 40s and 50s for both Saturday and Sunday with mainly sunny skies, and then the clouds increase on Monday as a system starts to get closer towards our viewing area. And that same thing goes here in Dickinson as well, with mid-50s returning into the forecast by the time we get into our Sunday and increase in cloud cover by Monday. Now, for Minot, we will see those conditions just cool off for our Friday and Saturday. Then into the day on Sunday, we will see those increase in temperatures and conditions too, but we will see those clouds on the increase as we head into a Monday and Tuesday of next week. And that same thing goes here with Bismarck as well, with much more sunshine by Sunday. So Chance, it looks like today is going to be a nice day.
Andre, thank you. Well, for KX News, I'm Chance Tickle, and have a great day.